Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know. Welcome back to Let's Play Tome. So last time, if you'll recall, we saw that all was not right in Dearth. There's something definitely going on there. We're gonna find out what it is. As you arrive in Dearth, you notice a huge dark cloud hovering over the town. You hear screams coming from the town square. Huge dark cloud, eh? That sounds like something we have seen before. And indeed, there are Gwalgaroths in town. And these tend to be a fair amount stronger than the ones that we saw in the old forest. Must carefully step one step at a time, because you never know where they're gonna come out. There's an ultimate. There is a limited number of them, so you don't necessarily have to worry about them respawning so much. Unable to move. Can I reach that one? Yes. Oh. Trying to get the ultimate down quickly here so that it doesn't destroy me, but it keeps dodging my shots somehow. There we go. Lots of ultimates. I'm surprised that none of them have tried to cast their devastating debuff. There's probably only one or two left. Oh my goodness. Make that 3 and make that all in the same place. There we go. A halfling comes forth from his hiding place. You killed them all? Are we safe now? Oh, please tell me this is a bad dream. Be at ease. I have dispatched these monstrosities. Do you know where they came from or what they wanted? From nowhere. From the sky. I do not know. I was tending my crop just outside the town when I heard screaming. As I entered the town, I saw the dark cloud over here. Those things were coming from it in blasts of lightning. It seems they have stopped coming for now. I will look for somebody who could help dispose of this nefarious cloud. Thank you. You have saved many people today. You have, you have saved many people today. Ah. Anyway, I have heard of rumors of a reclusive town of wise and powerful men somewhere in the mountains. Maybe they could help, if they even exist. There are also those Zyger something people that claim to fight magic. Why are they not here? You mean the Zygoranth? That would be me. Well then please do something about this evil magic. I will. Alright, before advancing here, I'm going to talk to this guy. A human robed in immaculate and white satin opens the door and eyes you appraisingly. Ah, an adventurer. I was just thinking that I needed a new one. That sounds promising and ominous. Indeed, it is both promising and ominous. I can reward you handsomely for your efforts, but they will lead you into deadly peril, to which I assume the previous 3 fellows who went off on my errand never to return can attest. Well, what do you propose? Good adventurer, I am an alchemist, and quite a good one. This year, for the first time, the Great Brotherhood of Alchemists has invited my application to their number. I'll not try your patience with the details of the application process, but suffice it to say that it is grueling. Fortunately, a mere 3 tasks now stand between me and acceptance. How can I help? I require ingredients for 3 potent mixtures. Obviously, since I seek your aid, none of them is to be found by simply strolling to the local herbalists. No, they will need to be forcibly parted from their owners, who will just as obviously put up a fight. I've yet to encounter a Naga who would be persuaded to hand over his tongue. Ha ha. Oh, I am droll at times. I specialize in separating vital body parts from monsters. What do you offer in return? Why, I will let you share in the fruits of my labors. Each of the 3 mixtures I shall produce in a quantity sufficient to create 3 doses. One for me, one for the Brotherhood in their confounded trial, and one for you. I must tell you that time is of the essence. I am not the only one who the Brotherhood invited this year, yet they will only accept 1 applicant, the first to complete their trials. I know of at least 3 others who are laboring furiously to take my rightful place. Should your aid see me through, then I will reward you beyond even the remarkable elixirs. I have an ancient life-binding emerald that grants great powers of health and healing when used properly. What say you? I accept. Excellent. Now then, I have 3 elixirs I'm working on. I'll burden you with only 1 at a time, since I've learned that the hard way about the hazards of overloading an adventurer's brain. Here are your options. The elixir of the fox, which makes you as nimble as cunning as a fox. The elixir of avoidance, which sharpens your natural inclinations to get out of the way of incoming harm. Or the elixir of precision, which grants intuitive understanding of an enemy's most sensitive spots. Which would you like to aid me with? I've done a little bit of research some time ago, and the elixir of the fox is probably the best for our situation because it will give us dexterity and cunning. Here's a list of ingredients I'm missing. Please attempt to not lose your life in the pursuit. I'll be most put out if I must wait another year. Oh, and I suppose I should tell you that I've already a handful of adventurers out scouring the unpleasant places of the world for these ingredients. Dally and one of them shall claim the plies. Yes, crave the plies while you're out. I'll be off. I'll be off my rocker, that's what I'll be off. Apparently I've forgotten how to English. What else is new? Alright, well obviously having this is not going to help us at all. I'm just going to sell it. You get the same amount from selling it as you would from transmogging it, so... The only difference is that you do have the option to buy them back. And also... That's right, they only pay up to 25 gold for items. There is no such limit with the chest. I don't think I'm really interested in changing any of my equipment. It is already pretty great. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 unique items, which I don't remember the last time this has happened, so I'm really quite happy with what I got. I think there's a place here that sells infusions, though. Here we go. So I'm going to get a Sun Infusion of the Duelist. That'll allow us to potentially blind things. Now here's the thing. This one will blind people for 5 turns, but have a cooldown of 14. This one will blind for 3 turns and have a cooldown of 11. I think I'll go with a better effect. In my case, I want mostly infusions of the Sneak or of the Duelist, especially of the Duelist. Of the Titan is pretty good too, since I am kind of stockpiling strength a little bit. But sun is the one I wanted. I think I have a regeneration infusion too. I'm going to use this, but you can only have 3 infusions and runes at the same time unless you spend a talent category point to unlock a new slot. And you only have like 3 or 4 of them for the entire game. So I'm going to go ahead and lose the old regeneration one. This one has a bit of a larger cooldown, but I shouldn't need to regenerate that often. So I should be alright. So what say we go to Zaire and see what they can tell us about this cloud. It's always going to be a little slower right when I go into the world map since it is saving. This game auto-saves a fair amount, so if ever the game crashes, you don't really lose very much. But remember that if you're playing in roguelike mode, death is death. There's nothing you can do about that. I require all the help I can get, not for my sake, but for the town of Dirth to the northwest of here. Yes, we have sensed the blight of the eldritch forces there. I have people working to dispel the cloud, but the real threat is not there. We know that a Tempest, a powerful archmage who can control the storms, is responsible for the damage. Those wretched fools from Engelwyn will not act, all corrupted. So you must act, Nante. I will show you the location of this mage, high in the Daikara Mountains. Erase him. You can count on me, Protector. Now, usually I go through Engelwyn because I don't do the anti-magic. But, yeah, just kind of a way of saying this is kind of new territory for me. But quite frankly, at level 14, I don't think that we're really ready. In fact, this is usually about the time of the game where I'm not really sure what to do because any dungeon I try to go into is going to slaughter me. We're going to try the very old Halfling Ruins. I have been known to survive this dungeon at this level. I want to be really careful. It's a warrior. It's also a warrior. They can attack ranged. They're low priority. Well, so far so good. Oh goodness. Okay. We're fine. We're good. Not dying. Not yet, anyway. It is kind of hard to kill me, since I can basically live when I'm supposed to be dead. And what's kind of interesting about surviving at less than 0 health is that When someone has less than 0 health, you cannot get a read on their health. And of course, this can happen to NPCs and enemies too, that they can go below 0. So that can get a little annoying when you have to fight that. And for some more reading. Research log of Halfling Mage Humpalan. Humpalan's log entry 1. Age of Lore, year 4537. Excavation of Shertul ruins almost complete. Markings seem to match previous ruins in the south. Current theory, possibly a portal of some kind? We have only rumors and myths of the Shertul, and all say they could travel Ayal in the blink of an eye. Mana readings of the place are beyond anything we can even begin to comprehend. Last of Einressen down there is still in a coma. Must continue studies. Log entry 2, Age of Lore 4541. Testing of live yeeks has not gone well. Thankfully, I can leave the cleanup to my technicians. 4 years and it feels like we have not even begun to understand these ruins. I'm worried our research grant will soon be cut, but I have hope that some of the items we've recently uncovered may provide some sort of key to the portals. Or perhaps they were just used for Shertul sports. We shall see. Entry 3, 4542. Third test confirms it. The orb allows transitions between portal gates. This is the greatest discovery of my life. We are the first research team to ever unlock such powers from a Shertul ruin. Just a shame about all the yeeks we sent through before. I'm really starting to suspect that pronged instrument was some sort of eating device. Oh well, plenty more dumb yeeks available. Now that seems mean. Ooh, what's this? I don't remember ever seeing this before. Corpse Bow, a lost artifact of the Age of Dusk. The corpse bow is filled with a lingering essence of that arrow's terrible plagues. Those struck by arrows fired from its rotten string find themselves afflicted by echoes of ancient sickness. Is it arcane infused? Yes, it is. Otherwise, I would probably be using it because it does have... It is tier 2, rather. Make your disease... Circus disease burst. Oh, man. I kind of wish I hadn't gone anti-magic. And it's too late to change back now. The save file is kind of permanently marked. Oh well. I'm trying something new. Especially since I am kind of more adept with archers anyway. My best games have always been with either archers or rogues. And almost done with this area. And there we go. Off to the next level. Gumira. Interesting. I think I want that for my offset. And seeing as I don't have anything else, I'll just throw in this regular steel dagger. Yeah, that'll be good. Really wish I could use that corpse bow, but it was not meant to be, not this time. Oh my goodness. This is bad. It's immediately open with hitting everyone. Alright, I'm cornered, but at least... Oops. At least I have my situation mostly under control. And I managed to survive once again. But we don't want to get too arrogant here. This dungeon does have a tendency of ending my game. I want to be careful. Meditate my moves here. And there we go. Now once you get to this point in the game, you really want to be careful. Oh yeah, we have anti-magic things now. Has a sustain cost of 80. I don't think that's really worth it. I'm gonna put 2 points in this to increase the radius to 3. Actually, I'm gonna put this up to 3 so it has a radius of 2. And as much damage as you can spread around, that's what I gotta say about that. I need a willpower of 28. I'm gonna try out this anti-magic shield thing. Thing is, this goes into equilibrium. So now that we have an equilibrium ability, that means we have an equilibrium bar. I'll put that there. And let's see how that works out for us. Oh, that was interesting. am not really sure how to balance out equilibrium. I've never had a class that innately uses it. Okay, some more reading, and some of it looks kind of interesting, so let's take a look. So, Homplen's log entry 4, Age of Lore 4544. Just when I was getting somewhere, the military decided to barge in and take over. Don't they realize what a serious scientific project this is? All they care about is the little stripes on their helmets. Some tell rumors of humans threatening to attack the facility, but I really care not for such trivial politics. Besides, what threat could those stupid lank legs really be? I suppose I shall have to persevere, though, and try to work around these insane security restrictions. Entry 5, 4545. Well, I suppose this whole war thing wasn't just hot wind after all. Apparently there's lots of people dying outside. What a nuisance. I just want to get on with my work without my supplies being cut off. There is one upside, though. Human test subjects. We're going to get started on them in the coming months. I must say I'll be glad to get rid of these disgusting yeeks. They disturb me somehow with their oversized heads. Why we ever decided to use these useless creatures as servants is beyond me. At least the human subjects will be able to talk, lacking though they be in true mental capacity. Entry 6, 4546. Test subject A through C imploded during transition. D exploded during transition. E half transitioned, half remained. Partial success. F imploded during transition. G turned to goo during transition. H through K imploded during transition. L frozen during transition. M survived first transition, imploded 2 seconds after. Progress. N survived first transition, but in coma. Died after 4 days. We're really getting somewhere here. Just a shame humans are such messy creatures. Honestly, how much intestines do they need? We'll start on the next set of subjects early in the new year. Okay. What exactly are they doing? Whatever it is, it sounds less than sexy, so... Oh goodness. Hi. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of you ASAP. Kewliom. This intricate blade is impractically long and is almost as wide as your body. Yet contrary to its size and apparent girth, it is not only light but threatens to escape your grasp and fly away. You'll need to be really strong to keep it grounded. Or really big. It is powered by arcane forces. That does seem kind of an interesting weapon. And if I wasn't playing anti-magic and was playing with a class that actually uses great swords, I would happily use that. I do like that I can seem to avoid most projectiles that are flung at me. Well, that's a problem. Definitely want to get rid of this guy as soon as possible. There we go. We got him. Master Archer. If he's a master, we definitely want to get rid of it. I don't know what happens if equilibrium gets up too high. I assume it's not good. Now, Sun Infusion of the Duelist here. We currently have one. This one is slightly more powerful, slightly better radius. It only works for 4 turns, but it has a cooldown of 11 and a radius of 6. Yeah, I think we want to keep that one and overwrite the one we have. A Steel Dagger of Paradox, Arcane Forces. Come out into a big open area here. And let's take the time to apply the Sun Infusion over the one we have now. Not sure when the shield went down, but what I'm gonna do, auto use when available. Okay, requires a turn to use. So auto use when yeah. Oh wow. I didn't notice there was an arrow heading toward me there. Oh geez. That is a zoo, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it, because that's going to be really hard at this level. Zoo, vault, whatever you want to call it. Ye of multiple names. I'm surprised the mage actually came all the way up to me. Usually they attack before that happens. Ow. Hi. Let's go ahead and buff up. Oh my goodness. You can summon things? Oh, and you also summoned a buddy here. Definitely want to start... No, can't regenerate. Dang it. Okay, get rid of you because you're almost dead. Then use the other steady shot. And we're good. Whew, having 2 steady shots is super useful. Here's another log. So, Humplands log entry 7, year 4547. Test subject O, imploded during transition. P, survived first transition but turned mad, had to be put down. Q, survived first transition, imploded on return transition. R, died during first transition. S to T, imploded on return transition. U, survived return transition, muttered something about hearing a voice before jumping back into portal, imploded. What a nuisance. V, died on return transition, running out of letters soon. Also out of subjects for now. We'll have to wait for soldiers to fetch me more. Log entry 8, 4548. Test subject W shrunk during first transition before exploding. Error in calibration. X returned from second transition, missing head. How bizarre. Y disappeared during transition. Z survived both transitions. Remarkable. Subject Z currently raving, but I believe this is due to stressful conditions, not a direct corrosion of mental faculties from the portal use. We'll have to study further. Science cannot advance without heaps. Yeah, it's nice that you're rare and all, but you have no ranged abilities, so... Except when you do. Oh goodness. So I'm slightly surrounded, but not to worry. There we go. Doing alright so far. Do I want to risk this? Let's see what the first dude is. Skeleton Mage, level 34. Oh, buttocks. Okay, that wasn't so bad. These two rooms never have monsters in them. Skeleton Warrior. I just have to not be next to it and I'm fine. It's a shield for 122 for 11 turns. I'm going to draw this guy out until his shield crumbles. Then crumble him before he crumbles me, which he's doing a very good job of right now. There we go. Do not remain adjacent. What do we got here? Another warrior. Okay. Yeah, you can just stay over there. That's fine with me. There we go. And these two rooms have items. And this one's probably going to have something really nasty. Like a skeleton master archer. Oh boy. This is going to be seriously dicey and I don't know if I'm going to survive. I'm immobilized. He has a shield for... Oh my goodness. I can still use But that's not going to be enough. Yeah, I didn't think that that was going to work out, but I tried it anyway, and that happened. Remind me not to try that again, because seriously, that was not worth it. Well, that's it for this run, and I think that's going to be enough tome for a little bit. I might return to this game later on, but for now, I think I've created a good demonstration of the game. But that was a really good run, though. Well, also, I've never seen this this load screen before. Huh. That was a really good run. And maybe at some point I'll be able to make some more good runs and show it to you guys. But for a while, if there's going to be some good runs, they're going to be just all mine. So, I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.